Hey, what up YouTube? It's your boy Korean Jesus here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the P Diddy scandal. And the funny thing is, this isn't new. It's new to a lot of these other people, but once again, right, I get banned for talking about this stuff. This is actually one of the things I talked about on Twitch. The music industry and how they're all a bunch of F words, two G's, you know, ends in a T. And that a lot of these musicians selling their soul means just, you know, head down, ass up. You know what I mean? Get them booty cheeks clapped. Hey, those are just rumors, right? Those are all just conspiracies. This is all make-believe. Why would that happen? Let's get into it.
So for years, there has been rumors floating around that P Diddy has quite a few skeletons in his closet, and that in the Hollywood background, he has been doing wrong by many people for many years. Allegedly, that is. This goes all the way back to his days coming up with Biggie Smalls.
I just want to point out that it's kind of funny that he's getting along so well with Baby, because didn't he talk about how he liked to hit it from behind while he eating the pussy or some shit? Do you remember that line? Conspiracies, dude. It's just all fake news.
And later on, much more heinous rumors would come out involving him and his talent that he scouted over the years, including names like Usher and Justin Bieber, to name a few.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
So for years, fans of these artists have wanted P Diddy locked up, or at the very least taken to trial, possibly R. Kelly style. But with none of these claims ever being substantiated, everyone always thought he was essentially untouchable. And most people who wanted to cause a legal problem for him in the past were given settlements before their cases could ever see the light of day. But now a new lawsuit has been filed against P Diddy by an artist named Lil Rod, real name Rodney Jones.
Not even gonna lie, I thought that was Mace. My bad. I'm so out of touch with today's generation. It's not like they're cloning actors and celebrities and whatnot, right? Funny that Kaisenot kind of looks like P Diddy, but whatever. That's all.
And the court filing has taken the internet by storm. And so at some point, guys, I do want to go through all these documents. We have over 70 pages here, but it does look like this guy, Lil Rod, aka Rodney Jones, is suing not only P Diddy, but a whole bunch of people in the music industry. I mean, look at all these record labels and different entities. So yes, at some point I will go over all of this, probably on my second channel, because there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff here, a whole bunch of allegations levied against P Diddy. And so in this specific instance, there is 3 people actually listed by name. One of them is Stevie J, who is one of P Diddy's alleged accomplices. Of course, you have Mr. Combs, which is Sean Combs P. Diddy. And then you have Lil Rod listed as Mr. Jones. So Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones' admiration of Stevie J to and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of Stevie J paying a Caucasian male. This was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning homosexuality. According to Mr. Combs, this is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stephen J is doing it. And this—
Yeah, we know that's what it takes to make it in the music industry. We understand this. No, actually, that's not true, dude. It's based on sheer talent and luck, right? Ice Spice and Sexy Red, right? Talent.
This is the bit that went viral. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones, so P. Diddy informed Lil Rod, that he had engaged in intercourse with a rapper, name redacted, R&B singer, name redacted, and Stevie J. And so people started to question, well, what were those redacted names? As you guys can see, they're listed as 5 and 6. So if you go and look at the footnotes, number 5, he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Like, what other Philadelphia rappers has Nicki dated besides Meek? And number 6, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. And obviously that describes Usher. Now I will say all of this information should be taken with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm not saying that P. Diddy is not a bad guy, but in these official court documents, they included pictures of what Stevie J was allegedly doing to this Caucasian man. And these photos have already been proven to not be what the court document says that they are. As a gay corn star has now stepped forward and said, no, that is not Stevie J, that is actually me. and a video I shot when I was doing some corn. So to me, that kind of calls this whole document into question. But either way, the internet started ripping into Meek Mill over these rumors, pulling up old tweets like this where he says, "This D good as hell." This picture was also circulating online, saying that their matching outfits were couple goals. Someone shared this video where they say, "Now we know why Diddy got so excited when he heard Meek Mill talking about f***ing." Someone shared this rather suggestive video of him dancing with this little man. Okay, where he appears to grab him inappropriately for no reason.
How much you guys want to bet that guy is a star person?
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud. Count out loud.
Why bunny hops? Now, Meek Mill has always been known as
Yeah, why bunny hops? Adrenochrome, what? White Rabbit?
kind of a peculiar character. I mean, we saw the way he was eating fries by the pool. Everyone's seen his hilarious backflip, so people know he's kind of goofy. But of course, with these new rumors on the table, now any sort of clip like this just looks suspect to people.
Hold on, I gotta say something about that. That was a front flip. That bothered me. That was a front flip. That was in the back.
You got Selly for 3 months.
That nigga cried when Selly left.
Pack it up, go to new jail. You gonna feel like you just lost a chick.
How many times you felt like that?
No,
You ain't never lose your Selly and feel like you lost a chick.
no. I lost some Sellies that was some good, they went home, motherfuckers. And you'd be like,
how
damn,
many times you cried?
I ain't never cried, man. What you talking about?
Now, this video of Meek Mill hanging out in P Diddy's pool while he talks to him has to be the hardest one to defend.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
You doing it, daddy, is insane. Now, obviously, Meek was not happy about the prospect of going viral for this sort of story, and so he decided to take his anger out on DJ Academics of all people, because Academics was talking about this on his stream. And so he went on a Twitter escapade where he says, "Academics, didn't I tell you to stop playing with my name? I don't know what I'm gonna do when I actually see you. It's gonna have a combination to it though." Okay, so mild Twitter threats. This also just happened to be the same time that he was ready to release a whole album, where he's saying they gotta try Damage Control. They know I drop tomorrow. They know their artists won't be able to breathe with me out here for a week. Weak ass ninjas. And there's a little promo. Kinda weird, bro. Seems kinda demonic to me.
I'm back on that dream chasing shit, man.
Yeah, don't worry about that conspiracy, right? Don't worry about this conspiracy, or right? It's not like it was in a bunch of movies, right? It's not like they used black goo. It's just a coincidence. Don't even look into any of that stuff. It's all fake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like all this weird shit. Here Meek responds directly to that Academics clip that went viral. "The way you ninjas coming on the sick now. I can't wait to meet Academics, LOL. They know I drop tomorrow. This the Damage Control, this and that getting too weird." And I don't really understand why he's blaming Academics in this situation when all he's doing is reading this official court filing. Like, it's not like he's just making this up. Like Meek, at the end of the day, just deny the allegation if it's not true. Academics an alcoholic fully powered by white man. Who you think posting that on every website? They be so mad they can't stop. It's a few groups.
True. The last day of February, yesterday. Guess who was on Aiden Ross's stream? DJ Academics. You don't think he's serving, this person that they're talking about, the star people? You got it twisted.
LOL. He then says he wants to get Academics' address. He's an alcoholic with no life talking to kids on a computer. Normal kids watch Kai, Aiden, Wallow, Gilly. You a sick old black man with no life achievements trying to destroy black men because you envy us as men. Meek, I promise you no sane individual is sitting watching any stream for hours on end. And he just continued on with the Twitter finger saying, "I'm from Philly. I don't do coke or freaky ass Molly. Nobody won't even offer me coke because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog, like they know I'm coming. LOL." And Meek, this is really all you had to say from the start. And then I guess he kind of comes to his senses here in real time. He says, and somebody send me that actual lawsuit. So he hasn't even looked at the documents to this point.
This reminds me of the Los Pollos review I did, where Los Pollos was just, you know, outright defending Kick without even seeing the video or what the situation was. Right? You notice that? Los Pollos and Meek Mill just oddly getting super defensive on things they apparently don't know anything about, right? Los Pollos is a file.
These blogs making y'all stupid for the day. Why is it the blog's fault? Like me, call your lawyer, he will send you the lawsuit. Don't follow the heathens, they controlling people's minds with these computers. And I guess now he's coming from the angle that this lawsuit isn't even real. Let's find the real lawsuit to make sure it's computer generated. It's obvious I'm going indecent. Y'all gonna see a lot of bad press about me. I'm going against the system, they see it's wide open, we have a whole new system. And people just continue to troll him saying, we know what else is wide open. And then I guess he really comes to his senses. He's like, oh, that document wasn't AI generated. And he says, here's the doc, let's go on trial, live playing with my name, find the page where my name mentions and the date so I can get my credit card and show you the date where I was. I don't even know that pussy, but let's go to trial on here. Like, I'm sure at this point this man was giving his publicist a serious headache. I mean, I guess at least by this tweet he had kind of redirected his anger to the person spreading these alleged lies. But still, he just continued to tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet. Jesus Christ, Meek, please just stop. This has to be a favorite of mine. When I got a girl around me, I'm f***ing her twice a day. LOL, ask some of your favorites. You don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. I'm telling you, all this guy had to say was, nah, that shit ain't true. No hate to the gays, but that just ain't me. And that would have sufficed. Maybe like one more tweet about, oh, I'll see you in court, pussy, because this is a bunch of lies, but that's all it really had to be, Meek. I mean, this guy was up all night tweeting about this shit. And here's some of DJ Academic's responses in this situation, because you know when Academics gets in some beef, he's gonna take the moment and run with it. He's gonna go viral. He says, wait, did you blame me for what? A lawsuit? Said like I just made it up? LOL, no way. LOL, honestly, I don't even think Meek is gay, but it's weird as got on Elon Musk's Twitter to blame me for what a lawsuit said and promote a song, LOL. The day a ninja used a gay rumor and beefing with a blogger to promote a song is when I realized this game is too crazy for me. I'ma pray for Meek. He gotta be back on them perks.
I don't like them using ninja to replace right? Like, just say If I can't say the N-word, right, I just drop the hard R, right? Don't say ninja. Say
And then Academic just goes on and on to continue tweeting as well. Also, more suspect Diddy videos dropped, like here where he spanks Jay-Z. And you know, normally people wouldn't really think twice about something like that, but when you have had all these accusations for years, and people have talked about your infamous parties, all this stuff starts to look extremely suspect. Here, Game says all he used to do was party with Diddy, that they never made music together.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. We just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing.
I just want to pause this and remind everyone that didn't 50 Cent make fun of him about this for a long time, and then his stepdad confirmed that once he was or Young Thug. Everyone claimed him, actually. Everyone made fun of him for being a gay stripper, right? Oh yeah, 50 Cent did. Like, this is old. Look, this is 2013. This rumor was around in 2013. Like, we knew about this stuff way back then. It's funny that the kids today are going to argue it.
You know.
I guess when that ship starts coming down, all these other people start sinking with you, whether there be merit to these rumors or not.
I have relationships with women and with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no.
Okay. Cause I do.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
They're saying even Kevin Hart knew back in the day.
No homo, no, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for
I was showing this stuff on my Twitch channel. This is one of the reasons why they were looking for reasons to ban me. It was just too much truth. And the controllers that control the narrative, they don't want you to know about this. And I was talking about this back in like 2019 and reporting about a lot of this stuff. But yeah, hold on. I don't think he's going to mention it. So let's talk about FatJoe Gay Mafia. Gee, I wonder why they banned me. But hey, I'm here. And I go ahead and censor out the things that would probably get me in trouble. So enjoy the ride and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Dude, post this in people's Discord. It's free. Just do it. Spread it. I'm not going to watch this entire video. You guys can check it out. I'll put a link down in the description. Feel free to help yourself. Back to this video.
first
and foremost, I'm not getting the bed. You know, shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're.
This was back before Kevin Hart went industry.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get it.
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid.
Nah, wrestling over the Frosted Flakes is nasty. But we will see where this whole lawsuit goes. Obviously, all of these allegations should be taken with a grain of salt. But at least when it comes to Diddy, it just seems like a situation where there's been smoke there for so long, so there's a high possibility that there has to be some fire. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other hip-hop scandals out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
Yo, shout out to Jamari. I like his content. He does good reporting, but I'm going to give a little bit more in-depth coverage as I talked about the FatJoe. I talked about the Black Goo. But these are all conspiracies, right? And it's kind of funny that 50 Cent is accusing the game of being a gay male stripper. Because if you listen to Danny Brown, when he almost got signed to G-Unit, 50 Cent was upset that Danny Brown was wearing skinny jeans. Right here. You can watch this, but Danny Brown has gone on multiple interviews talking about how 50 Cent didn't like the fact that Danny Brown was wearing skinny jeans because it made 50 Cent feel a type of way. It's the entire industry. I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Dre was complicit in this as well. And if you haven't figured out why AI technology is being released and is making art, you can call the bank. The AI is not going to help you figure out your problems, right? What does AI do? What kind of work? It makes art, and it makes dumb art. You really think it's going to take over the future. But the whole point of the AI artistic art is to invalidate any evidence that would make any of these celebrities or superstars guilty. Take notice to the Taylor Swift AI scam, right? Was there any other big case that kind of got covered up? Like a Jeffrey Pepsi and the Island? Why don't you guys let me know in the comments below what you think? I don't know, dude. This is all just for fun. Have a good one.